Welcome back to a new episode of Director's Diary. We are currently in the Cupola Hall of the Kunstschatzi Museum, where you can enjoy coffee and cake by day and cocktails and live DJs by night at the Kunstschatzi, our art clubbing event that attracts visitors from all over the world. The Kunstschatzi isn't just a successful event format, but also a way of engaging a younger audience and making the museum a more approachable space. What was your initial idea behind this amazing event format, and how did it kind of come together?
Well, of course, we are very much interested in bringing in the younger generation into the museum, who would normally not come easily because they probably never had the experience. So we figured we have to create a special event to bring the younger generation into the museum, combining entertainment, combining music, drinks, a gathering, but they should also know that they are in a museum. So this is why we combine this clubbing event with guided tours, but guided tours with a twist. So it's more interesting, it's not too academic, and it's more accessible, more approachable for the younger generation, and they love it.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I also do love it too. I've been there quite a few times.
Yeah.
But yeah, allowing a party in a museum is quite a bold move. How would you justify an event like that to perhaps a more conservative audience?
Well, you have to be bold sometimes, and it's all about museum, it's all about art. It's just a different way to bring in other people, other target group, younger generation, but it's always with quality, it's serious, but it can also be fun.
Another great way to communicate with younger audiences is also via social media, and the KHM was quite ahead of the curve in that aspect, and also one of the first Austrian museums to open an Instagram account. When did you realize that social media was just so important for institutions such as museums?
Well, we just realized that via social media we were addressing younger generation, the younger generation who really grows up with social media, and that's the best way to address them. And I have to say also my kids, of course, they're a perfect target group because they use social media all the time. And but we also wanted to be innovative in the way that we used social media, and of course it was during the pandemic that really immediately we realized the museum that was open during the day had to change, had to be transformed into the digital museum, in the online museum, where we would still want to address our audiences, and we were there, or we could be there for our audiences 24 hours a day, and we had to kind of switch our communication to online communication, to social media, and that was really a huge success, but only because we also have this excellent social media team. We do a lot of talks, we invented new formats like the art aperitivo, for example, where we invite a second guest to lead a conversation. We do guided tours, we do events, we have video series, we have those reels, so that's really I think for us nowadays an important tool for communication, and we can do it worldwide.
So my final question would be, how do you personally use social media, and are there any accounts that you appreciate, and do you also find yourself laughing at memes every now and again?
Well, of course, as everyone, of course, I'm using social media. I look, I'm not actively participating, I'm not doing postings and everything, but I have Instagram, I have Facebook, I have TikTok, I have all those canals. YouTube, of course, is very important also for me. And I just enjoy it because I'm connected globally as well, and I can see what are other institutions doing, how are the reactions to what our social media team is posting. I'm very interested in that, and of course it's sometimes it's just extremely funny. I have to say I really enjoyed it. I spent probably too much time.
We all do.
I think we all do, but it's become such important part of our lives, of our communication. And for me, it's also an important part of being connected with a community that I would not be connected otherwise. And so I'm very happy that we do have social media, and I'm sure that also our the canals of our Kunsthistorisches Museum team will keep developing new formats and will be very active also in the future.
I'm certain of it too, and I hope so. Well, thank you for having a coffee with me, and yeah, next time we will be venturing outside of the Kunsthistorisches Museum and exploring some of the other museums and collections of the Kunsthistorisches Museum collective. Thank you.
Thank you.